Here at the City of Napa Public Works Department, we are constantly dealing with our limited budget. Every project we do, we have to account for the purchase of materials and the cost of trucking those materials to get them to the job site. Overall, we end up spending millions of extra dollars on materials and trucking costs that could be eliminated with the use of new technology called cold in-place recycling. The Nevada Department of Transportation has saved over $600 million since implementing this technology, and I believe that we could save this much also. As you all know, this is my second summer interning for the City of Napa as an engineering aide. So here at the weekly Public Works meeting for the ABC Street project, I want to talk to you about why we should implement cold in-place recycling. This topic is incredibly relevant to you all because we have all been looking for ways to reduce our budget for the ABC Street project. It is apparent that we are struggling with our budget. And so I propose that we once again partner with the Metropolitan Transportation Committee as we did in 2011 for the Freeway Drive project. If we were to implement cold in-place recycling, we would greatly be able to decrease our overall budget, increase productivity and efficiency, and appease the residents of the neighborhood. So the ABC Street project is a project that's going on in the central Napa neighborhood ranging from Highway 29 to Jefferson Street. The project includes complete repaving of every road, sidewalk rehabilitation, ADA ramp installation, and removal and replanting of old and damaging trees. So this is a project map. It shows from here Highway 29 all the way to here Jefferson Street, and the different colors show the different phases of the project. So the main problem that has arrived out of this project is we're struggling with our budget. We've already spent $31,760 on asphalt and grinding costs, and we're in need of an extra $53,400 according to Jeff Folks, who is our City of Napa Public Works Maintenance Manager. Another huge problem that has arisen out of this project is the people of the neighborhood are not happy about it. They're not happy about the noise pollution, they're not happy about the air pollution, and they're really not happy about the length of the project. And these facts came from Mark Andrella, who is our senior civil engineer for the Public Works Department. So in a very populated neighborhood, and we have a very small budget allotted. The residents of the neighborhood are not happy with the project because of the problems that I previously stated, and these problems are arising because of the traditional paving techniques. So how can we fix these problems? I propose that we once again partner with the Metropolitan Transportation Committee, as we did in 2011 for the Freeway Drive project, so that we can use their cold in-place recycling train for the ABC Street projects. So what is cold in-place recycling? Cold in-place recycling is a paving technique that uses three machines combined together, basically called a train. The first machine is the grinder and the grader. The grinder grinds down the asphalt 2 to 4 inches, and then it grades it in that same machine. So it grinds it down, and then it grades it into smaller pieces. And then from there, it's moved to the emulsifier, and the emulsifier mixes the graded asphalt with an emulsifier that rejuvenates the asphalt to be able to be repaved. So it takes the asphalt that's already there and rejuvenates it, and then it's moved to the paver paves it down, lays it, and then it is compacted to the desired density. After it's cooled, a fog seal is applied, and a fog seal is a barrier that is laid down over the asphalt that dries, and it is a water barrier so water does not seep into the asphalt and crack it, and it also gives asphalt the typical black color that you're used to seeing. So this whole process is done on site, so there's no trucking costs, and also the whole process doesn't exceed 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and with traditional techniques they exceed 300 to 400 degrees, so that's where the name cold in-place recycling comes from. So the first main benefit of implementing this technology is a huge reduction in cost. As I previously stated, Nevada's been able to save $600 million using this, and according to Hot Mix magazine, per 2 lanes of traffic and every 1 mile, you're able to save $104,000 using this technology. And that number adjusted for the ABC Street projects, we'd be able to save $624,000 on this whole project, because cold in-place recycling generally costs about 40 to 50% less. The next huge benefit of implementing this technology is it will greatly increase our productivity and efficiency. On average, one road of road paved with traditional techniques takes 83 truckloads of material. But with cold in place recycling, we would only need 2 truckloads of material. So once again, those numbers adjusted for the ABC Street project, we'd be able to save 486 truckloads of material. Since our street crews would not be constantly dealing with trucking material back and forth for this huge project, they'd be able to work on the other aspects of the projects, including the sidewalk rehabilitation, monument preservation, and the removal and replanting of trees. This will greatly reduce the amount of time taken for this project, and it will make the people of the neighborhood happy. The next huge benefit of cold in place recycling is a huge reduction on our environmental impact. Using cold in place recycling, you don't have any use for virgin materials, so there's no more mining, there's no more production of asphalt because you're using what's already there. The Metropolitan Transportation Committee calculated that if the city of Napa were to implement this technology, we could, over the next 5 years, we'd be able to save 354 million pounds of CO2 from entering the atmosphere. Since it is such a great reduction on the amount of air pollution going into our atmosphere, we're going to make the people of the neighborhood happy because one of their complaints, according to Mark Andrillo, was that they're not happy about the smell that's coming from all the paving. So, by partnering with the Metropolitan Transportation Committee and using their cold in place recycling train, we will be able to decrease our overall cost, increase our productivity and efficiency, while incorporating green technology and overall making the people of the neighborhood happy. So we worked with the Metropolitan Transportation Committee in 2011 on the Freeway Drive project, so we should work with them again because they want to work with us again and they want California to adopt this technology. And since it's going to reduce our budget and make the people happy, I see no reason why we shouldn't. So we have nothing to lose from partnering once again with them. So I hope you all will accept my proposal. Thank you.